All right, let's get to the book deals. Former acting FBI director, disgraced Andrew McCabe, with a new book deal. The title, we're told, is The Threat: How the FBI Protects America in the Age of Terror, wait for it, and Trump. According to the publisher, McCabe will write about the, quote, actions of this president and his administration to undermine the FBI and the entire intelligence community. Oh, and we all thought that the corrupt FBI, intelligence community, and Justice Department were subverting this president. McCabe, it took a disgraced former deputy director of the FBI to straighten us out. Good on him. Well, joining us tonight, former federal prosecutor Sidney Powell. Sidney is the author of the book, License to Lie. This is about, that's right, corruption in the Justice Department. It's available in paperback. Pre-order now wherever books are sold, including Amazon.com. Again, the book is License to Lie. Sidney, great to have you with us. Let me ask you something. We're exploring how many people from the FBI, the intelligence community, have ever had book deals before. We think this is a record. What do you think?
Well, it's record behavior on their part and unprecedented, so it makes sense that this would be a record, too. But obviously, McCabe's is going to have to be registered as a work of fiction.
Yeah, well, that's what they traded in for a very long time, as we're going to learn, if we find that they actually feel heartfelt commitment to comply with the President of the United States' direct order to produce those texts and those documents. What is your expectation?
They better produce them. His order was made in no uncertain terms. We know all those documents are available. The redactions have been ridiculous, and so far, every time they've had to eliminate a redaction, it's exposed something just more detrimental to their side of the equation.
And we hear all this nonsense about sources and methods. Every time, it doesn't matter. As if suddenly this is a new concept that only a treasured few in that corrupt cesspool at the Department of Justice can comprehend. Congress is frustrated beyond measure with the way in which the Department of Justice and the FBI have complied. This time, as you say, the president giving a direct order. Do you think he'll have to give another one, which is produced forthwith?
I would hope not. I would hope that his language is sufficiently forceful to accomplish it.
It was a direct order.
Within the next week. And if it doesn't happen, then he can fire people for violating his order, which couldn't happen too soon from my perspective. Rosenstein and Wray both need to go. And there's also Dana Boente in the General Counsel's office for the FBI. Both Rosenstein and Boente signed the false FISA applications.
And that's exactly why so many people are afraid at this point that they won't produce the documents, because it will lay out for all to see the corruption and all of the information that was both provided from the fraudulent dossier, but also all that was not produced. And that is, of course, the funding for it and the fact that it was all nothing but a ruse.
Exactly. And they had to have that FISA warrant because I'm sure they were conducting erroneous FISA surveillance before they had the warrant. I think Fusion GPS was a big part of that, so I hope one of the redactions that we get removed is for the FISA court decision that names 3 private contractors that the FBI was using who had illegal access to the raw surveillance database. And
managing that, if you will, that relationship with Christopher Steele, the former MI6 agent and author of the dossier, was Bruce Orr. The president also bringing into for declassification everything that Bruce Orr touched,
yes,
which is a considerable amount. Let's turn to the Kavanaugh hearing very quickly and get your sense of this. This last minute, 11th hour, if you will, accuser who stepped forward, carefully handled, obviously, by the Democratic Party, Dianne Feinstein, orchestration, calling on the FBI saying, we want no part of this, and declining to investigate. What do you think? Was that the correct judgment, and where do you think we're headed?
It was definitely the correct judgment because there's no federal crime there for the FBI to investigate. They've already done 6 complete background checks on the man, and nothing ever showed up.
Right.
I think Feinstein's timing of the complaint belies its significance completely. It's obviously a last-minute political maneuver to try to delay the whole nomination process.
Yeah.
Yes, and it can't be countenanced. We need to call, as Kim Stossel said in her tweets today, BS on the FBI investigation front, because they don't have a criminal offense to investigate for that.
And obviously the Dems, the left, wanting to use the FBI for their usual role, which is to find a place to bury truth and to stall the process of revealing truth. It is great to see you, Cindy.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Cindy Powell. The book is Licensed to Lie. Pre-order it now. The book out in a matter of days.